gosh. Yo, this race was a goddamn tragedy. It was a damn tragedy, y'all. But I will say, I wouldn't be mad if a lot of races went this way. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. It was entertaining, but first I'm going to get to my super chats. I see Jesse James Bell dropping big time in there for the super chat, getting his name in there. Jesse James Bell, Mary Beanie. So let me go over these first. This damn mouse is tripping. So Mary Beanie says, why wait 4 laps to bring out safety car needs to go? Yeah, I would agree with you. I don't even know why they left that FOD on the track. I thought as soon as I saw that mirror on track, Mary Beanie, they were like right there, instantly going to do what needed to be done to get that FOD off the track and to actually put the track in a good standing. But instead, they didn't. Instead, they left it out there. Valtteri collected it, splintered it up. Next thing you know, Lewis Hamilton gets a puncture, Sainz gets a puncture, cars are in. The FIA completely are consistently inconsistent and most times lackadaisical when it comes to doing what needs to be done to better facilitate and regulate a Formula One race. And that is a damn shame. Jesse James Bell says, done with the bullshit of Red Bull and Lewis hate. 2025, baby. Jay sending me shipping address to send classic F1 pins of Senna. Bro, for sure, I got you. Message me on the Facebook because I think you and I talked throughout my business Facebook for Wolfpack. Message me so I don't forget about that. And I really do appreciate you on that, brother. I can't take them with me, whether you have them for giveaways or your showroom. Definitely, bro. I'll put them up in the showroom. Like Jesse James Bell, big shot, Black Ace, Navy, oorah. Brother, let me tell you, something like that from one Navy man to another Navy man, I would prefer to put that on display in the race room so that if anything were to happen, and I hope it wouldn't, we could forever remember you and have something around of the Black Ace to better facilitate the energy we need going forward in Formula One. Nasty Stu says, stupid ass penalties. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. These penalties were ridiculous. All right. These penalties were ridiculous. They brought in a new race director, and I don't know who he works for. He might not work for anybody. He might just be rogue as hell. But these penalties were a bit like, yo, what? I guess maybe because it's not typical, but it did seem a little bit odd. It did seem odd. And I will say, I know there were several people out there wondering, like, why wasn't Max given a bigger penalty than one grid place? Now, I will say this. I did see that I think Luke, who drives for High Tech, had a grid place penalty for driving unnecessarily slow, and that's in F3. He got a 4-place grid drop. I also know that back in, what was it? It was Monaco. Max Verstappen already had a warning for driving unnecessarily slow. We also know that the previous season, Max Verstappen is the whole reason why this rule came about. In Singapore, he was holding up pit lane. In Mexico, he was holding up pit lane. And he was driving unnecessarily slow in another event, not to mention when they changed it so he can be all erratic in the pit lane, he went crazy and they had to redact that. They had to go ahead and retract that situation. So these penalties were a bit crazy. I'm going to say that. I was a little bit kind of drawn by. I didn't know really what they were trying to accomplish. Maybe it's a situation where somebody is having the opportunity to step up and do something, and the next thing you know, they kind of go overboard, right? You kind of go a little bit overboard on what you're doing, and it really didn't work well. And I don't think it really worked well. I think it kind of messed up the flow. I think people were kind of like, what the hell? But then again, maybe if this was something that we were accustomed to seeing, it wouldn't be as bad. Maybe it's not a bad, maybe, because some things new seem harsh and seem like this is crazy until you get adjusted. But I will say right offhand, I was a little bit shocked about those penalties. Nasty Stu says, George Russell got 5 seconds for a safety car infringement. Yeah, that is also true. 5 seconds for a safety car infringement. That's wild. And we know how often Max has done that. Mary Beanie says Norris lost his clown mind saying Lewis be tested. Man, I'm going to tell you this. Norris needs to pipe down. I'm going to tell you right now, Norris needs to pipe down. And I'm going to tell you why he needs to pipe down. I cannot believe that after everything Lando Norris has been for. Okay, let me do this before I get on Lando because I got to keep it a buck. And I know some of you all are not going to like this. Aside from the grid place penalty that Max Verstappen got, can we fault Max Verstappen for the start and just clowning the shit out of George Russell? Because he clowned the hell out of George Russell. George Russell looked absolutely ridiculous today. All the crap that George Russell talks. Didn't George Russell say during an interview that he was faster than Lewis Hamilton? He did say this, right? George Russell carries himself as if he is the champion in the making. George Russell got clowned today on the start. Max obliterated him on the start. That was absolutely clown shit. So the stewards woke up, but guess who didn't get their penalty? Did Max go before the green light on the last restart? Wow, hey, now, you know what? It was a calamity of BS today. And if anything happens out of this race, it needs to be a clear understanding that we obviously do not have things right. Because Max getting a one-place grid penalty while we got somebody in F3 who gets a four-place grid penalty. And I got to go back and look at Formula One documents to see what other kind of penalties they handed out. Now, I know in Abu Dhabi last season they had some of these situations happen and they just did 5,000 euro fines. But I think it should have been more than one grid place penalty, especially after you've already gotten a warning, right? You've done this several times. Max is a repeat offender. So I will say that. DJ Big Blue, Navy, Ura, Sir Lewis Hamilton is ready to go. Merc is killing his spirit. Man, okay. Let's talk about this. Lewis Hamilton today put Mercedes on Front Street. By the way, everybody doing a super chat is getting their name put into the pot for the big giveaway that we got coming in. And also, let me let you all know some big news. I got to announce this. Shout out to Galactus, all right? Shout out to Galactus for pulling up and doing some awesome things. And shout out to Sylvia Witt Kelly because she said she's going to do some things as well. I think she's going to do it for the grudge race, all right? But Galactus has decided, out of the good spirit of his heart, that he is going to increase the winning ability of family members and subscribers here at the channel for this. He is going to sponsor 5 Butterfly Racing t-shirts into the Grand Prix package, all right, for 4 solo winners. So that means the package will include a Butterfly Racing t-shirt, but outside of that, 4 more individuals will have an opportunity to win a prize. That means along with the 3 that I said, 7 individuals who do super chats from now until Abu Dhabi 2021 will have an opportunity to win a prize. A grand prize package will be given away, 4 Butterfly Racing t-shirts will be given away, and 3 Wolfpack prizes will be given away. That is a total of 8 prizes for Abu Dhabi 2021. So get your super chats in as many times as you super chat. Your name will be on that wheel, which increases your opportunity and your odds of getting a prize. Now let's get back to the BS because this was completely BS. We're going to talk about Stroll. Not long. He DNF'd. Stroll is ass. We've been saying he's ass. Although this may not have been directly related to him being ass, it's just going to be attributed to him being ass. I don't care if it's a mechanical failure. You've done enough assness things for us to contribute anything that happens within failure of your drive in a Formula One race. We're just going to write it off to you because more often than not, it's going to be your fault anyway. All right, so we get Stroll out of there. Hamilton on the jump start, false start. I wasn't happy about that. I wasn't happy about the false start for Hamilton. I just wasn't. These last few races have been absolutely ridiculous for Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton has been undergoing a good grip of bullcrap. Go Army, beat Navy, sub fam, underbalanced Cargate, bro. Why you gotta come in here with that, bro? But we beat y'all last year, I think. I think we beat y'all last year. But you know what, brother? Ain't nothing wrong from a shipmate to a grunt. I love it, man. Big shout out, and Ura to the Army right there. Thanks for your service, brother. Thanks for being a fellow brother serving and protecting this country. Anthony Carrier. Anthony Carrier says, go Army, beat Navy, sub fam, underbalanced Cargate. You know what I will say? And this is what I was going to say about Lewis Hamilton. He is doing what Perez should be doing, but he's doing it in a very diplomatic way. Lewis Hamilton is asking questions that I'm pretty sure he knows the answer to, But he's asking them on radio so that you, I, and everybody else knows or thinks, what the hell is Mercedes doing? Do they even know how to run a Formula One team? Why is this car underbalanced? Why is the car not performing? Why does he not have pace? Why does he not have power? He asked right on radio, is the car broken? When a driver asks something like that, you are indicted. And I don't even remember them coming back with an answer. I do not remember Mercedes coming back and saying why this car was that horrible besides for, I think, the balance issue. But Total Wolf, why the car like that? And I remind people, we are going to have a live stream solely about this Lewis Hamilton situation for sure. But there are some things that Total Wolf said a few or a couple of races back that would have clued you in to not be surprised about these things happening. DG Big Blue Navy, hoorah, says we all Navy is going to be Army this year. Matter of fact, bro, hold on. Let's see this. Anthony Carey, you done struck something up. Brother. I got to check it right now. Gotta check it. Hold on, man. We got to do this right here, right now. We got to settle this right here, right now, as it is. Navy midship. We got there. Yo, the Navy's uniforms is fire. All right, so today, December 14th, the Navy plays the Army. Anthony Carrier, my brother. If the Army beats the Navy, you send me your shipping address along with your email for tracking, and I'm going to send you a Wolfpack Performance hat. But if the Navy beats the Army, you're going to have to do a $30 super chat. How about that? What's up, Anthony Carrier? What's up? You game for that? Galactus says, while I'm waiting on your answer, I'm going to read this from Galactus. Galactus says, happy holidays to everyone ready for 2025. Today was crazy. It was like bumper cars and penalties all around. Kit got points. Yo, that is crazy. They didn't finish the year out with nothing. Valtteri Bottas needs at least 1 point. There we go right there. Derwin Hill, what do you think about Alex getting aggressive? Alex is frustrated, brother. He's frustrated. That's what I think about Alex getting aggressive. Anthony Carrier, how about that, brother? I'll tell you what, we'll even make it, we'll make it a $30 super chat, or if you win, I'll send you a Wolfpack Performance hat. How about it, bro? What we got? And I'll send you a F1 trading card. What's up, brother? In a top load. What we got? I'm waiting on the fellow Army's answer. I'm gonna be looking at the rest of these super chats. Anthony Carey, you let me know how far you willing to go. What do you think about Alex getting aggressive? I think Alex is frustrated. You know what? And I was very pleased, not that there was an incident, but I was very pleased that Colapinto didn't mess up again. But it really still doesn't help Williams. It doesn't help Williams that they end up getting crashed out, collected by Hulkenberg. Okay, bet. That's a bet. Easy money. Easy money, bro. You disrespectful, bro. Army all the way. Nasty Stu, you too. Hey, you know the Army and Navy be clicked up anyway. A big portion of my family is Army. Big portion of my family is Navy. And the rest, you kind of got some Air Force mixed in there. Boom, they over there chilling. But, okay, so Galactus, take note of this. Anthony Carrier and Jay from Wolfpack have a standing bet that is set to take place December 14th as the Navy midship versus the Army, and we're going to see who wins that race. Galactus will hold us both accountable, and we'll do that. Got you, brother, man. Got you. No, bro, I got you. So, all right, so $30 super chat, and then if I win $30 super chat, if you win, I'm sending you a Wolfpack hat, brother. I got you all the way. And I'm gonna throw some other things in there for you too, bro. I'm going to go ahead, when I get back to the house, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the package together, put your name on it so that if it happens, I got you. I got it, brother. All right, so other than that, I was going to say, Colapinto has been having a rough few events, but Lewis Hamilton is calling Mercedes out as he's getting ready to go out the door. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. Mercedes Mechanic says right here in the super chat, the shittiest race of the season. You know, Mechanic Mercedes, can I pitch something to you? Can I pitch something to you? Could it possibly be that it was an eventful race, right? With plenty of opportunity for positions to be changed, but I think it was an indictment on the FIA for not facilitating and taking care of things that would have helped the race be more wholesome. What do you think about that? I don't think the race overall the race itself was shitty. I think the way the FIA handled situations was shitty. Can we agree on that maybe? That the race outside of the FIA just fumbling things up, probably would have been a decent race. Even with the incidences, include the incidents, include everything else that happened, aside from the FIA not doing their job, and then these ridiculous penalties. So I think the FIA was shitty more than the race was shitty. Mary Beanie says, Shady Toto, your comment is coming next year, Ferrari, 300%. I'm telling y'all right now, Russell is not the guy. He may be a guy one day, but he is not the guy. Russell, for all the things that he says and the many quotes that he has and all the radio messages that we've had to listen to, what in the hell was that today? What in the hell was that today? Bro, you couldn't hold on to the start no better than Lando Norris has in the past races. I mean, that was absolutely crazy. It was absolutely ridiculous, and it was horrible. It was horrible. I can't even believe Russell let it go like that. I mean, bro, look absolutely ridiculous. Big shout out to Pia, though. I'm not mad about the 3-team top 3, though. Red Bull, Ferrari, and Ferrari did what I asked them to do. They just got to do it one more go. Ferrari gets on podium, second place, Charles Leclerc, and Pia on podium representing for McLaren in third place. Pia's my dog. That's my dog right there. The mechanic Mercedes says Gasly quicker than Ocon, similar to GOAT's situation. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Ocon got up out of there early anyway due to Hulkenberg. Hulk just went smashed on shit. Haas, like I told you, I'm never going to vacate. Well, let me not say never. I'm not going to quickly vacate. Haas is Haas, and if you race for Haas, wrecking is racing. Because Hulkenberg on the first lap decided to just Mario Kart Ocon and Gasly right off track, taking both of them out while he still got to continue. Hulk still got to continue in his race. Gasly and Ocon, not so lucky. Not so lucky there. I thought that was very unfortunate for those two drivers. And Hulk, while racing for Haas, I don't know what's going to happen next season, but good gracious. That was not, I don't even know if potentially, I think that should have been a penalty. I know we typically say, first lap, they let it go. I don't think they should have let that go. I think if you come out of the first lap in such a way, but then again, I can't say that because sometimes I say that your penalty shouldn't be unnecessarily the result of a consequence more than it should be what happened. So I guess I kind of got to lay back on that because it's a first lap incident, but maybe with it being that big of a magnitude, although I know I'm still kind of hinging on the consequences, I think that might probably should have deserved something. It should have deserved some type of penalty, like at least a 10-second penalty or a drive-through penalty, because you just took 2 cars and 2 drivers out of the race, all because you overpushed on tires that weren't ready yet. And so while I don't think you should be penalized grids, like direct grid place drops or money, I think you should definitely be penalized a drive-through. If anybody should have got a drive-through, it should have been Hulkenberg, and I don't recall what happened because the gate got stuck. I had to get the wife out of the gate, so I was back and forth between the race. Jesse James Bell says, go Navy, beat Army, layeth the smackdown on Army, Top Gun Navy, got our own Air Force, got our own Army, the Marines. They are a department of the Navy. People like to try to make them in departments. They're a department of the Navy. They're a smaller microorganism of the big Ura Navy. Bubbleheads and surface fleet, we bad boys of the seas. Go Jay, U.S. Navy, baby. I'm going to also say this. We got the most elite special forces in all of the entire world. Navy SEALs. What we doing about that? Mechanic Mercedes says, bro, it seems Ocon car compromised on purpose. Man, you know what, Mechanic? I don't think you're wrong about that. I think you got a point about that, man. I think that's a fair and valid perspective to have. For sure. Because I'm just going to say that I think that's a fair perspective to have. Now, do we have any concrete evidence about that? No. But seeing how things are going, I don't think you might be right about that, bro. You might actually be right about that. So, yeah. Now, let's talk about this. Lando, I think, has time and time again. Now, I will say I'm not going to take away what I said about Lando yesterday about trying to rebuild or rekindle the camaraderie between he and Oscar Piastri by moving to the side and giving him that race on the back of what happened in Brazil. I'm not going to take that away from Lando. Lando chose to do that, although they advised against it. I'm giving him full 100% credit for that. I commend what he did, but I will say still this. Lando has proven to us several times, again and again, that he does not have that dog in him. How many damn times do we have to say, if you're going to race against Max Verstappen, you got to have some damn balls because he is a bull in China shop. Why did Lando not hold his position and make Max give him space? Instead, he conceded. He bent the knee. George Russell bent the knee too. You're not going to beat Max like that. You're not going to beat Max like that. And this is where I'm going to have to give Max credit because you know what? If they're going to let them be pushed around, then Max is going to push you around. And if that's what you want in your life, then goddamn, you're welcome to it. Devil damn, not goddamn on this Sunday. Forgive me, God. You're devil damn to it. That's what I'm going to say. You play silly games, you win silly prizes. Lando and Russell, they cowered down. They cowards out here. Lando should have held to his guns. He should have stayed in position and forced Max to either keep giving him the space that he already had, or Max, you're going to run into me and we're both going to be compromised in this race, or at worst, out of this race altogether. But what does Lando do? Concede. What does George Russell do? Concede. Jefferson says, I sent a pic of me at the grandstand with the Lewis Hamilton flag. Bet, bro, what'd you send it on? Did you send it on IG or did you send it in the Discord? Let me know, because I will definitely post that for a 24 hours so people can see it and the fam can congratulate you, because that is pretty damn awesome. Going to a Formula One race is a pretty damn awesome event and experience. I do think sometimes a bit better watching it in the comfort of my own home with snacks and drinks and taking my notes and doing all that stuff. But going to a Formula One event is eventful. It is an experience. I do enjoy myself. As I've been to a couple already. I plan on going to more. Right now, I got to get this car built. But, yeah, I definitely plan on doing that. So, yeah, I had a problem with that. And what is up with Perez? Perez was out there looking like dog doo-doo. Perez was out there looking like dog doo-doo, y'all. This dude pulled a Haas move. He spun out during the restart of a race. And, yo, I listen, Max be starting on these guys. He be pulling off on these fools. I'm just keeping it a buck. Max be pulling off on these fools, man. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that Lando, while Max compromised his restart by spinning the rear wheels, tires, Lando couldn't get the job done. Lando has successfully proven to us that he's not going to get the job done. He doesn't get the job done. And quite frankly, I'm tired of seeing him not get the job done. Mary Beanie says Lando got no balls. That's why he will never be champ. And you know what, Mary Beanie, there was a point where I kind of felt like that might have been a bit harsh, but I think you actually might be correct. I think a lot of you might be correct in what you all have said about Lando Norris and myself and his ability to be a dog and actually do something that needs to be done. He's not doing it. He's clearly not doing it. He's clearly incapable of racing against somebody like Max. Telling you, who's donkey of the day? Oh, man, you know what? I tell you what, let's poll that because that is a good poll. Let's see who's donkey of the day. I'm going to let y'all vote on it. I'm going to let y'all vote on donkey of the day. All right, so donkey of the day, I'm going to definitely put him up there. I'm definitely putting Russell ass up there. Definitely. I'm going to put Hulk up there. I'm going to put Stroll up there. And then who else should I put up there? Damn, who else? Oh, yep, I'm going to put that up there. Donkey of the Day vote is up right now. Y'all vote on who y'all think Donkey of the Day is. That's a very good question, Thermal Hill. That was definitely poll worthy. I want to see what y'all say. I definitely want to see what y'all say about Donkey of the Day. So, yeah, I think a lot of us have been right about Lando, and unfortunately for him, it's not going to assist him in a championship driving campaign. It's just not. What's going on, Mimi, in the chat? Purpled up. Mimi already got her profile picture ready for Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari. She said, I am ready. She said, a lot of you all are ready. What's up, Mimi? But yeah, I need to see what y'all got. So right now, George Russell leading by 56%. I tend to think that George Russell for sure is donkey of the day. Not only did George Russell get the pole position, he lost it as quick as he got it, and then he tumbled down the order. Not to mention Mercedes with a 7-second pit stop. 7 seconds. In nobody's professional wisdom or professional resume, if you are a professional Formula One team, should we see a 7-second pit stop? That was crazy. That was absolutely damn ridiculous, y'all. 7 seconds? Hell no. Donkey of the day is the FIA. Oh, you know what? I should have put the FIA out there. You're actually right, Racer X210. Nasty Stu says, do you got a Facebook page and what is it? Yes, it's Wolfpack Performance. If you go to Wolfpack Performance, it'll come up and then you can message me through the business suite. So yeah, that's how Jesse James Bell, Navy Ura gets with me. So go to Wolfpack Performance and you can message me there. DG Big Blue says the race stewards are the donkeys of the day. You know what, DG Big Blue, you're right. I tell you what, let's change that. Let's reconfigure that poll and let's see what you all say now. So we're gonna have some of the same options up there, but we're gonna put some new options up there. All right, we're gonna put some new options up there because I think you all got a point, and I want to see what y'all think about this. And I gotta go ahead and make it a little bit different. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that up here. So here we go. We got them, we got him, and we definitely got to put him up there. And then I'm putting that guy. No. I gotta I'll take him off. I'm putting Perez up there. All right, so new donkey of the day vote. New donkey of the day. So Russell's the leading champ. Let's see who wins this donkey of the day. Let's see who gets this one. All right, we got a super chat again. Let me see who we got a super chat by. It is R33Z33 says, Lando, that pup that's too scared to come off the porch with the big dogs. Hey, you ain't lying. He been a pup. He ain't a big dog yet. He ain't came off the porch. He's still shitting in diapers, bro. He's still shitting in diapers. Lando Norris is still wearing diapers around the house. He ain't even wearing his trainer drawers yet. Jesse James Bell, Big Navy Ura says, shout out to the U.S. Navy SEALs. I was a trial to 79, 50 laps in a small pool. Man, that lap is crazy, bro. 50 laps, bro. You made 50 laps. I'm saluting you on that. At Great Lakes. Hey, bro, we both went to the same training station. I went to Great Mistakes too, bro. We both went to the same training hall. That's what I'm talking about. Great mistakes in my life. Last Navy Squadron, we took care of the SEALs. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, brother, man. Jesse James Bell has so much experience in Navy, way more experience than I have. He was in there way longer than I was. Big shout out to Jesse James Bell, Big Navy, Ura. Train efficiency. Let's get it, man. Let's look at this. Let's take a look at this real quick because, I got to work limited in this space, man, right here. So we had Russell 4th, Gasly 5th, Sainz 6th, which I really would prefer Sainz be in the top 5, but to see Leclerc 2nd, I'm giving them some grace on that. I would have preferred to see Sainz a bit closer. Alonso 7th, we already know he's going to be the main one who's going to clean up the work and try to do things, although Alonso was complaining about the car. He said 2 years and they still have the same problem. Now, this reminds me of the Alonso, which I think was a burden on the Honda deal with Aston Martin. I think that Honda was a bit reserved, although they said it was okay. It was water under the bridge. Alonso called them out in a very bad way some decades back when the engine technically probably didn't perform as well, and Alonso went public and just ridiculed the hell out of Honda. And so now he's kind of back on his Alonso train. Alonso, 2 years in the same issue with this engine, so he wasn't happy about that at all. I don't want to say engine because he didn't say engine, but I think that's what he was implying. But then again, Alonso, he was doing good with that engine and it wasn't a problem. Russell and Lewis doing way better than you and it ain't a problem. We got K-Mag in the points with a Haas. Big shout out to him. Lando Norris at 10. Hamilton at 12, completely out of the points. Valtteri at 11, out of the points. Zhou at 8, getting some major points for Kick Sauber F1, which, they needed that because they was looking ultimately ridiculous. And Albon 15th, and we got a slew of drivers out. Hulk, Perez, Stroll, Colapinto, and Ocon. Rambro88 says, Russell and Norris let Max wipe his feet on them and was very sad to not see a fight. Russell is the donkey for sure. Listen, man, Russell didn't put up not one pinky finger to do anything to against Max Verstappen. It was it was oddly to even watch as if something else was going on besides for somebody else just letting it go. So 65% say the FIA, 32% say Russell. So Russell comes in a clear second on that, and I'm with y'all on that for sure. Definitely with y'all on that. All right, so let me ask you all this in the super chat. Let me ask you all this. Hamilton on the way out. Here you go. I got a question for y'all. Here y'all go. Right here. Poll in the chat. Don't dance on it. Just vote on it. But if you want to dance on it this Sunday, say your blessings after you do that. Because, you know, God might frown on you getting on the stripper pole right here in the middle of a live on Sunday. But as it goes, yeah, don't give the day for sure is Russell, I believe. Petri, what's going on, Petrol? What's happening? Stewards are as incompetent as Ben Saliam. They are. I'm telling you, this FIA situation has to get corrected, man. The FIA have been just ridiculous since 2021. They've been just ridiculous since 2021. They got way too much motion. They got way too many inconsistent things happening. They sit here and don't have these penalties together. They keep swapping out race directors and swapping this out. Things are different this race, but not at that race. Listen, you got too many race directors part of one team, Red Bull. We've seen it before with Ferrari, so I'm just going to put that out there because a lot of people, oh, what about Ferrari? I know. But listen, I don't think a lot of these stewards and race directors need to be affiliated with teams in their past. If so, you need to have by committee where you don't have an overwhelming number of people who have a vote in there from the same team. You shouldn't have 4 or 5 Red Bull guys, one Mercedes guy, one. No, it needs to be, listen, we want we need a mixture of people. If you are involved in a team, we need mixture of people from different teams, and that might help it because there is a consistent run that when we see Wheatley in position, that Max Verstappen doesn't get the penalties he should get. And I'm not against that. I do think that is something that is a correlation of what we've seen. I think it needs to be a little bit more diverse and a little bit more fragmented when it comes to the relationships that exist between teams. And I also agree with many of us who have had the idea and the opinion that FIA directors and stewards do not need to be flying in quarters with drivers and team principals. That doesn't need to happen. It just doesn't. They need to have their own charter, their own section, or they need to be spaced out. They don't need to be flying with drivers, team principals, and they don't need to be doing that. That is what we call fraternization. That's fraternization. It shouldn't be happening. There's too much opportunity where quid pro quo could come into place, and it's not good integrity and for the sport of Formula One at all. It's just not, in my opinion. Okay, not in my opinion. Let me see what you all said on this poll right here. You all said 89% said yes. 89% of y'all said yes. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? What's crazy is we had 1,000 people come through here and we only got 51 likes. That's what's crazy. To have 1,000 people come through here and only have 52 likes, to have 191 people right now viewing and only have 52 likes, that's crazy to have 1,000 people come through here. That's wild. That's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I could say a lot more about it, but it's just absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, as it sits, we will likely try to see what all is going to happen in the next race, Abu Dhabi. I need to see my damn screen. Like I literally can't see it. There we go. Let me see. We got another super chat right here by the brother Mechanic Mercedes, but we got 2 super chats right here by Mechanic Mercedes. Mechanic Mercedes says, "Won't surprise me if GOAT doesn't race in AD. You can tell he's had it." Man, you know what, Mechanic? It would surprise me for him not to finish out because I think somebody like Lewis Hamilton wouldn't want to give the appearance that he hasn't been dealing with or dealt with the situation. And if he doesn't race in Abu Dhabi, it kind of comes off as if it's something that's still bothering you to the point where you can't even remotely be your competitive self here at this track in this environment. I would like to see him go ahead and finish the season out in a car and just call Mercedes out on all the BS. That is what I would prefer. Call Mercedes out on the BS, still compete, and go through there. And by the way, I was wrong about what I said on Max Verstappen not winning another race. He did win this race, and I would have to say that it wasn't necessarily like crazy. Like it wasn't anything foul there. I believe he still got a grid place penalty, and I think Russell and Lando ultimately failed and allowed Max to win that race. That's what I think. If anything happened, they failed. Mechanic Mercedes says, "Hey, bro, I am purple now." Oh, Mechanic Mercedes got a purple badge now, bro. Let's go. You OG status now, bro. Mechanic Mercedes is OG status. Let me give you the Wolfpack shit up here, brother. Mechanic Mercedes coming in here with the OG status now. He's an OG now. Let's go, Mechanic. Next super chat is Galactus coming up. What you got up here, Galactus? You know Galactus can fly off the handle sometimes. Very subtle and very cool and calm and collective. It says FIA RD should be separated just like referees. Yo, in the steward, yeah, you're right. They should be. They should be separated. I'm completely with you on that. They definitely should be separated. We got Mary Beanie right there. 100%. Hey, I'm telling you, man, it is. There's a lot of things that need to happen for Formula One to be regulated the right way under the organization of the FIA, and it's not happening yet. So, 10-second penalty, stop-through penalty for Lando on the yellow flag situation too was a bit kind of crazy. That was a bit kind of crazy in my opinion, and yeah, I mean it was a calamity of a race today, y'all. It was a calamity of a race. I can't hold anybody if they say they don't like it. I can't hold some people if they say they did take some positives from it, although there's some things that need to be cleaned up. And other than that, I'm definitely not going to stop anybody from dissing on Lando or Russell because George Russell and Lando Norris completely look like asshats out there. They just look like asshats, man. So let's see what happens. 2025 is coming. I know we're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. You know, we're going to watch it because we want to see what's going to happen. Championship's already been decided. Now, did McLaren clinch the champ? I need to see. I'll check that. I'll check that. I'm not going to speak to that right now. I'll just check it. Too many asshats out there want to try to find a reason to say something negative about, somebody talking about Formula One, but it's funny as hell. They don't do shit. Jesse James Bell says the legend Ferrari and the GOAT Lewis Hamilton will rule the road. Lewis will come to U.S. after F1 like Mansell for sure. Man, you know what? And Lewis was talking about competing in Le Mans, and I'm not mad about seeing that. That would be absolutely awesome. That would be absolutely awesome if he does that too. And I would like to see him do that off the back of getting an 8th world title. That's what I would like to see. And I'm tired of people talking about Lewis Hamilton's washed. He's done. He's not done. Mercedes is done. Lewis Hamilton is not ass. Mercedes has been ass. They've been ass for 3 seasons. So stop trying to chuck all of this on Lewis Hamilton like it's all him. Is he checked out? Sure. Is he giving his best? I don't think so. All right? Yeah. Is he older? Sure. That's going to happen. Is he done? No, by not any means, until it's officially that he is done. Galactus says, shout out to F1 Academy winner. That's true, F1 Academy winner. And shout out to them giving F1 Academy a better schedule this season. I hope to see them with a more improved schedule. I hope to see them with more media coverage. I hope to see a lot of that. I think F1 Academy is proving successful right now. But what I ultimately hope to see is a female driver come out of F1 Academy, enter into the ranks of the F series, whether that's F3, F2, F1, and literally be competitive. And I don't want to see people shade her, whoever that woman might be, if they're in the top 10, but they're not winning. There's a lot of drivers, male drivers, who not winning. We got male drivers right now on the Formula One grid who ain't never won shit in their entire career. So I get tired of hearing people down women. I get tired of hearing people disrespect women. I get tired of hearing people act as if women can't do the job. Cut the bullshit. Judge them fairly and accordingly to other race drivers. Don't judge a woman by all these ridiculous, fictitious standards because you are a male chauvinistic asshole, or maybe even a woman chauvinistic asshole like Danica Patrick, and then start moving the goalpost. Listen, if a woman comes into the F Series and is in the top 15, top 10, that's still being competitive. Yes, a lot of people are going to want to see her win, and if that happens, that's even awesome. 083 with the super chat says, how many race directors does it take to run a race? I think by now probably 6, maybe 7. Seems like that, right? Too many chiefs. Too many people want to be head position. Not enough people want to be a collective as a team. Jesse James Bell says, Like young daughter, hey man, I'm telling you, man, I'm like my young daughter. I'm telling you like that, man. And right now, she's even in a position where she's trying to debate what she wants to do next season. A lot of political things happened this season. I think that rubbed her the wrong way. She saw me get into a few situations that were a little bit kind of hostile, and I think she kind of took some of that as if I don't want to cause that, and I'm trying to make her understand it's not her causing. It's just the way the world is and the way people are. People are not generally accustomed to seeing a female race in a male dominant sport. And when they see it, they're already against it. People are definitely not accustomed to seeing a female of African descent be in a sport that is white male dominant. So there's a lot of things that we have to go through, that we have to combat, that we have to deal with. And I think even as a kid, it's a little bit sad for me to see that kind of wear on her at such a young age. And it shouldn't be happening, but it does happen. Galactus says, Abby Pilling won F1. Yes, Abby, and she was in the garage, and I wish she would have had her trophy. I wish she would have had her trophy there so people could have seen it, because I think it's absolutely a beautiful thing that what Abby had accomplished. But I wish she would have had her trophy while she was in the garage or something. I know it would have been like, I would have had mine. You know, I would have had mine, especially like the first championship win right there, F1. Like, go put that on display. Put that shit on display. But all right, you guys, like, hey, Max wins another race. It wins this race in more of a light of actually winning a race, because the other one was all kind of fumbled and gifted by weather conditions. This one was gifted by Lando Norris and George Russell, but Max did everything he was supposed to do. He even messed up on a restart, collected himself back. Lewis Hamilton had a ridiculously horrible weekend, all due to Mercedes, and I guess I don't have a lot of high hopes for Mercedes next season. I wish Lewis Hamilton had been able to leave Mercedes 2 years ago. For real. I wish he would have been I wish he would have been racing for somebody else 2024 even. Just Mercedes they're not on the ball now. I don't know what's going to happen next season with their development and during the down season, and what they're going to come up with and what they're going to be able to manage to muster up and what they're going to design. I don't know, but I don't have a lot of faith in Mercedes doing much. And right now, my faith is being more improved by Ferrari, as Leclerc and Ferrari have been on the podium multiple times as we're getting ready to close out the season. And if they get on podium in AD, like I said, I'm going to make it official that, hey, I think they're going to have something good and special for next season until they show us that they don't. Jesse James Bill, Navy, Ura says, she has a great dad, Jay, and I feel she will do great. Let's support her. I fully support her. Fully support her, man. And I appreciate that you all support her. I appreciate everybody who has purchased a Butterfly Racing shirt. I appreciate everybody who purchases Wolfpack Performance merch, like the hats, the shirts. I appreciate all of you. I saw the last few orders come through last week. It's a big shout out to you. I appreciate all of you all who come here to talk about Formula One. I appreciate everybody in Discord. I appreciate Paul and Derwin and Rod getting together physically to try to have a Wolfpack family reunion at K1 Sports. I tried to see if Maria was in this area where I am. I'm in Cali on the West Coast, and I tried to see if she was close, but she's 6 hours away. I was going to try to get with Maria and her fam, maybe go to a karting track, take a picture for the Wolfpack fam, but she's a bit too far to do that while we're trying to visit here with family and take care of some other things. So Cassius Clay in the Super Chat says, anyone who is willing to win next year will need to face Max Verstappen anyhow, anyway. It's going to be tough. Yeah, they will have to face Max. But I do think that the playing field will be even more so closer than it is this season. And it's crazy to see Haas doing what they have done in the last few events. Almost pretty much majority of the back half of the season. Haas has been in the points. I don't know what's going to happen when Toyota starts really getting involved in their program. Even though Toyota was butt when they were in, Toyota and Toyota's actually butt for making that super. So I don't really have a lot of faith in Toyota right now, as I kind of just talk it out to myself. If it was Nissan, I'd be on board. If Nissan was going to get in bed with everything that they've done into production car world, I'd be a bit more on board. You know, they did the Z 400 horsepower, twin turbo V6, 6-speed manual. The GTR has been a ragged beast of a Godzilla since it's been out. They've done a good job in the production side, so I'd be a bit more on board. Nasty Sue says, if Navy wins, we'll give 20 memberships. If Army wins, I need some merch. Bro, Nasty Sue, Galactus, take that down. Take that down. I got you. I got you, Nasty Stu. I got you. So I got Anthony Carrier right here. I'm writing it down. I'm going to put it in my suitcase. Anthony Carrier and Nasty Stu has decided. So I got Anthony Carrier on board for 30. I got Nasty Stu on board for 20 Wolfpack memberships. So 20 people will be gifted Wolfpack memberships. I got you. All right, so that would be on the live. So, okay, and if you win, I got you on some merch, bro. 20 Wolfpack memberships is what? Yeah, definitely, bro. 20 Wolfpack memberships, I got you, bro. I'm gonna hook you up. I'll hook you up. Matter of fact, let me write it down. I'll hook you up because Anthony Carrier is a hat his way. So I got him on that. And you, at 20 Wolfpack memberships, bro, I'll get you a hat, a shirt, and a bag. I'll get you a hat, a shirt, and a Wolfpack drawstring bag. How about that? You'll get a hat, a shirt, and a Wolfpack drawstring bag. I got you, bro. I got it right here. Wrote it down right here. I'm going to make sure that I don't forget it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that whole thing in my suitcase, man. I got you. That's a bet. Galactus, take note of that if you could, brother, in the DM on the Discord. Me, Nasty Stu, and Anthony Carrier. I'm holding 2 bets with those 2 brothers for the December 14th Army-Navy game. Hoorah. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love competition. I love friendly family banter, too. So I got you, bro. That's completely fair. All right, you all finna get out of here, make some breakfast, spend some time with my kids. You know, we about to try to get out here, maybe play some volleyball, get in the pool, some putt-putt golf as we are here on the property. And I'm going to sit down, maybe watch a little football. My son come in. We're going to chill out. So, hey, I really do appreciate y'all getting busy in here. The race was crazy. A lot of things that we can unpack later on, especially when I get back to my side of the U.S. and get back into my regular environment. Jesse James Bell says, yo, let's hear it for all the Wolfpack moderators. Yo, Wolfpack moderators are the shit. Let's hear it for Galactus, Sylvia Witt Kelly, and Racer X210. Big shout out on them. They stayed 10 toes down. They didn't leave. They didn't vacate. They didn't abandon their post. They've been with the fam. They stay with the fam, and they guard the family. So big shout out to them. Definitely big shout out to my moderators as I am looking to try to send them something for Christmas. You know, whether it's going to be a gift card or something like that, I'm going to try to take care of my moderators for Christmas for things that they've done. So I really do appreciate my moderators all day long. So definitely looking forward to that. So big shout out to everybody coming into the live chat. I will see you all soon. At that point, and what it is, Wolfpack is going to be out. Enjoy your Sunday. Have a good day. Peace.